Thank you for joining us on this week's podcast with the Dell Rapids Chamber. I'm Matt Larson, the Executive Director, and today we are going to talk everything Cootie Days, the big event coming up this weekend, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, put on by the Dell Rapids American Legion Post 65. And Mr. Steve Sittig with me today to talk about it. First of all, thank you for joining us to talk about Cootie Days today.
Thank you, Matt, for having me come up here today.
So I know that's been a big event for all the years I've lived in town, but before we talk about what's new, what's coming up, let's talk a little bit about the history. Can you share a little bit about the history of Cootie Days and how this all got started?
Sure. One of the biggest questions we get is, why do you call it Cootie Days?
Yeah.
And I mean, this all started back at the end of World War I, when the soldiers come back from Europe and they had these little critters in their uniforms and they called them cooties. And that's kind of where the nomenclature came from for the event. So this would be our 106th year of
106.
106.
Wow.
It started, initially they just did like a picnic and a baseball game, and it morphed into the carnival that we've all got to grow up with.
And do you know how long the carnival has been a part of this event?
Oh,
I know it's been as long as I've been in town.
Yeah, I mean, it's in easily 70, 80 years. I mean, I grew up a long time ago. But I remember it as a kid. I mean, that was always one of the first events of the summer that you go to Cootie Days and do the carnival rides and eat foods that weren't good for you.
Well, I know that the Legion puts in a lot of work putting this together. How much work goes into it? How long are you planning to put something like this together for this weekend?
We usually start, talking to the carnivals after the first of the year. Okay. There's getting to be fewer and fewer carnivals out there, so that kind of makes it a little more challenging. In fact, we got to working with Thomas Carnivals. This will be our 5th year. They usually have their main show up in Bismarck for a whole week, and they were gracious enough to kind of like, well, we can help you guys out. So they say it's 6 months, and then it's kind of they look at their calendar and where they're going to maybe try and fit us in. We always try and stay on the second weekend of June. Mm-hmm. That's always been our typical weekend.
All right, and with the carnival coming in, what's the biggest enjoyment you guys have of putting this on?
Especially for me, kind of being in the ringleader of this event, planning it and stuff, is we're seeing a lot more younger families in town that come down to the park for this event, and seeing children who is maybe their first time seeing a carnival, even going down the big slide or something like that. It's just kind of rewarding that you kind of, hopefully they're forming memories that like we had when we were younger.
Well, my wife and I went for a walk last night. We saw them all rolling into town. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about what people can expect for this weekend? What attractions might be down there?
We've got 10 rides coming in this year, which is double what we've had in the past. I kind of stressed to them, we try to get more rides for the older kids and adults. We've got one ride that's typically for bigger venues. It's called the Orbiter. Ooh. So it's kind of like if you took a tilt-a-whirl and put it on steroids and then put it up in the air. So
my kids will love that one.
Yeah, I mean, last year we had that cliffhanger shows like paragliding. That was popular. Moby Dick, the big long one that goes around and around that the kids love, is back. We got a tilt-a-whirl coming in. We've got an assortment of younger children's rides that we haven't had before. And we've got a lot of different food venues. There's parent group fundraising for their 8th grade students to go to New York and DC. They will be in the shelter that was used by the auxiliary. We've got some other food vendors that do the typical carnival food that everybody wants, the blooming onions, funnel cakes, that sort of thing.
All the healthy stuff.
Yeah, all the good stuff. Yeah, that's what the carnivals are for.
Right.
If you only do it once a year, you're fine.
That's right. Can people get tickets early, buy tickets early for the rides?
Yeah, for the rides, we've been working with TNC. They have been absolutely great with us. We have tickets available at either store. They are let me think, $25 pre-sale.
Pre-sale. Okay.
The day of the carnival, once they open up at 4 o'clock, technically it would go to $30.
Okay.
So they can save $5 a ticket. Those are good for when you cash them in. The children can ride all day as much as they want for that day.
Excellent.
Or you can cash them in for, I believe it's like 30 individual tickets that you can just dole out to each ride you want. Okay. You don't have to have your kids there all day.
And it is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What hours is this going to be?
Yeah, Friday they are 4 till 10. Okay. Saturday is 11 till 10. And Sunday, they're 1 till 9.
Plenty of opportunity to come and check it all out this weekend. Lots of fun. Anything else that you want to share about the event this weekend?
No, the big thing that I really enjoy about doing this is the community has been so good supporting us through the year that this is the kind of the one thing we can do for the community. You know, make it a family event, come down, have some carnival food. The Legion's doing bingo Friday, Saturday evening in the North Shelter. Okay. And that's always a popular thing. Yep. It's inexpensive, and get some food, visit with your neighbors, and enjoy the weather. It's supposed to be nice.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for joining us again. Check it out at City Park this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A lot of fun here for Cootie Days this weekend. Thank you for being with us.
No, thank you for inviting me.